Today is the last collaborative learning session that SIM will fund for practices engaged in SIM, community mental health centers engaged in SIM, and all the people who support that work.
Hello everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started.
I think one of the things that the SIM initiative has provided practices is that they have another whole body of knowledge being brought into the practice that they would never have gleaned or found by themselves.
Colorado is in a behavioral health crisis.
It really brought attention to whole person care. And one of the things that I think is a paradigm shift, is from having mental health and physical health very separated.
Suicide is consistently one of the leading causes of death in our state.
So much of the work we talk about in a grand scheme comes down to committed individuals in our practices in Colorado recognizing that there's a way to do this care differently and better.
Integrated care has changed my life and the life of my family.
The community mental health centers really are important in the landscape of population health management and can do a broad array of mental health services, and certainly in expert ways, and also meet the needs of people who see their medical home as their mental health center.
I think our health system has changed because of SIM. We have brought and enabled behavioral health providers to engage with patients in the primary care setting. We've reduced one of the biggest barriers to getting appropriate mental health care and substance use disorder care for individuals, and that is making the appointment. By removing that barrier, I think that's one of the hugest health system changes that we've achieved in SIM.
What SIM has allowed us to do is family therapy, team-based care therapy with a practice.
I think SIM has been very successful at pulling together some of the silos that exist in state health care between primary care, mental health care, public health. It has pulled partners and agencies from all of those different silos together in looking at how to improve health care for the people of Colorado.
So much of what we're trying to do, I think, is just overcome inertia, right? The inertia of the current system. That starts first and foremost with awareness that something better is possible, right?
As providers are becoming more and more aware of this, they're also realizing that their clinic can't be responsible for everything. They can't be responsible for transportation, housing, food insecurity, the list kind of goes on and on. So regional health connectors are there to help providers connect with resources in their community that are already working on these issues, to help providers tap into those resources for their patients and address some of these factors that are affecting what they see in their clinics.
These programs have helped me a lot to understand better how to focus on the patient by making all of these teams work more efficiently.
What we learned through our practice transformation coach, who was fantastic, was small, measurable, and doable projects. It started a process that I think is sustainable just around adding a health goal to the treatment plan. That is sustainable. Like, we can do that. It doesn't take any money, right? Having conversations about health, very sustainable. We can do that. Doesn't cost any money.
Seeing my patients be so happy every day, that is extremely satisfying. And I think it is weird. You think you are patient-centric, but you never know until you do this.
SIM was a big project from the start with high goals and aspiration, and it's amazing to see how far we've come.
I did my internship 20 years ago in integrated care, and we're not still where we want to be, so it takes a long time to create system and transformation and change. And it takes a lot of perseverance too, and so I appreciate the perseverance, and we have a long way to go, and I hope we keep moving there.
I want to say thank you for being willing to be the guinea pigs and to do this work first and to work so closely with the teams to make this work actually happen.
This initiative has laid the groundwork for future success, and we appreciate the role that each and every one of you has played in making that a reality.
And I want to tell you guys, that's all you. You guys did this. You are trailblazers. Please keep up the work. We see you and we need you.